Hey guys, this is Matt with BleepinJeep.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these. This is a rig that you can build yourself for about $25 from parts from Home Depot. And I know that many of my viewers like to take videos out on the trail, and they suck. I mean, they're really great, but this will make them much, much better. And the guys over at Film Riot made this, and I decided to give it a try. I've added a few features, made it a little better. Even add a little place to put your iPhone, and this is a mod that you can do yourself, take out on the trail, make some really great videos, and without all that wobble. So check it out, stay tuned, and we'll show you how to make it. But first, check out my website, BleepinJeep.com. It's got all the best off-road videos on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here, BleepinJeep. Alright, so here's your shopping list and tool supply that you'll need to make this shoulder rig. Let me go over each thing here. This is some weights. You can get these at Walmart, and depending on how much your camera weighs, you can get 5 pounds or 2.5 pound weights. Those are a couple bucks each at Walmart. And if you're going to use your iPhone, you don't even need the weights. That's just if you're going to use a digital SLR. The next thing here is 4 3/4 inch elbows. You also need 4 3/4 inch T's. This is in the plumbing section, of course. These are 2 3/4 inch couplings, and these are 2 3/4 inch elbows into a 90-degree elbows into a 1/2 inch threaded. These are 2 1/2 inch caps, and then just across the row you'll find these. These are galvanized 1/2 inch nipples, and these are 2 inch, I believe. And in that same section you should be able to find this. This is pipe wrap. It's insulation to keep your pipes from freezing in the wintertime. And it's for 3/4 inch, or I think maybe 5/8 or something, but it'll work. And there's 2 different kinds. This is the rubber kind. It's a little softer. We'll see how it holds up. Alright, in the electrical section you're going to find these. This is a 90-degree elbow. These are electrical conduit. So you're looking for 2 90-degree elbows, and then you'll want a stick of 10-foot electrical conduit, 3/4 inch. And then in that same section you'll find this. This is just a metal plate, cover plate. And if you're going to use your iPhone, I'd just get something plastic, maybe a light switch cover, a double light switch cover. But if you're going to use something heavy like a digital SLR, you want something heavy. This you can find in the bungee cord section or whatever for 99 cents or so, and it's just a little clip. If you're going to use your iPhone, I'm going to have you use that. And here's some screws that you'll need. See if I can focus that better. That's I'm using 1024 screws, machine screws, and nuts there. I got 8 of them. Not sure how many I'm going to need. Alright, and then we've got a drill. You'll need a drill, some assortment of drill bits, sharp drill bits. You'll need a screwdriver. You'll need a PVC pipe cutter. If you don't have one of those, you can use a hacksaw. You'll need some PVC cement. And this is optional. If you're going to use a digital SLR, you might want to get one of these quick disconnects. And this is a Bogan tripod quick disconnect. I'll leave that part number in the description. It's about $30 or so. Alright guys, I'll fast forward through most of this to keep it from getting too boring. But when I first thought about doing this, I thought about trying to make it without having to use any tools, something that would just go together by hand. And I almost got it. Except for one thing where you had to drill one hole, and I figured if you're going to drill one hole you might as well not do it that way, because it wasn't quite as sturdy as this method. So let's put it together and check it out. Alright, so the first thing I did was just took my 4T PVCs and I just made a square. This is about 1 foot across, and it's just right for my shoulders, so I'd measure it for your shoulders, and that's the first step. You want that to match up with your little plate of steel. This is the one that you can get at Home Depot. I'm going to use this one because I had it laying around in the shop. Alright, so the second step was just to take that square and I put two 90-degree elbows on just to turn it around. I did that on both sides. That's going to be the front. Alright, so the third step was just to take that 90-degree long bend of the electrical conduit and attach it to the end of that U-turn there. And now you've got two little handles. We just need to make the long poles. Alright, I've attached the two poles. We're almost there. Alright, so if you're going to use just the iPhone and not a big heavy camera, you're probably done at that last step. But I'm going to use my DSLR, and in that case I've attached my 90-degree elbows and the two nipples on the end. Alright, so now I just put the two weights on and put the caps on to hold them in place. Once I get my camera mounted on here, it'll be nice and balanced. We'll do that next. So if you're going to use this as an iPhone mount, what I did here was just drilled a hole, took out the screw for the clip here, and I put the new screw that I told you about just right through the clip, through the PVC. And like I said, if you're going to use an iPhone, you just need some plastic here. You don't need this metal, but I'm going to do both. And once you get that done, you're all set for the iPhone. Just clip it in, just like that. Make sure you don't have any weights on there. You don't need the weights for the iPhone, and you're ready to shoot. Now let's get it set up for a bigger camera. Alright, well there it is with my digital SLR, my big camera. And it needs a few adjustments, but I think it's going to work really well. Need to put the padding on for one, and that needs to be adjusted back there. I think I'll put a bar across from here to here right behind my neck, and maybe move the weights in a little bit closer. The longer you make this pole right here, the further away your camera will be from your face. You don't want it up too close, that's for sure, but you can also adjust that with the weights too. Alright, after building the rig to pretty much to spec according to FilmRide, I made a few changes. Alright, so this is the last revision, I swear. This is the back of the rig here, and what I did now is I just kept this piece that I told you about earlier, and I just kept it on the back so that I can take the weights on and off. I like being able to take the weights on and off frequently or easily. That way I can change weights if I need to, and with this I can still use the iPhone on there with the weights as well, or I can take the weights off real quick if I don't want it to be so heavy or want to change cameras. If you want to do it like this, you'll need to modify your parts list. Basically you'll need one less of these nipples and this piece here, the 3/4 to half. You'll need one more of the T's, which is, you'll need 5 of those I guess now, and you'll need 2 more of these elbows, these 90-degree elbows. But you get to get rid of a few parts, and you don't have to have the 2 couplers. I didn't even use the couplers, and so far I think I'm going to stick with this design. Alright, so this is video test number 1, iPhone handheld going down the stairs. And this is video number 2, iPhone on the rig, going downstairs. SLR handheld panning. This is test number 8, digital SLR on the rig panning. Alright guys, thanks for watching. My name is Matt with BleepinJeep.com. Please check out my website. It's got all the best off-road videos on YouTube all in one spot. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here, BleepinJeep. I'll leave you with some pictures of the rig. Thanks a lot. Bye.